Hi you guys, welcome in. Let's do a manifestation activation for today, November 5th, 2025. My name is Carol Lissette. Welcome in. What I do here is I have, first of all, performed a negative belief release in chakra cleanse for whoever would enter into this energetic exchange for the greatest good of everybody involved. You will find the information, the details of said cleanse in the comments section of this Facebook video or the description box of this YouTube video. On any other platform, feel free to navigate to check out the deets, but if not, that's fine. You still receive the chakra cleanse. I will go in with the sacred geometry activation deck by Lawn. I pull a spread based on the 7 basic hermetic principles of manifestation. I go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith system, and we get some storylines, and you have to use your very good discernment to see what resonates for you and what does not, okay? And then we will close with the All Things Intuitive Oracle system. So that's what I have in store for us tonight. Without any further ado, let's get going. I'm not going to be interacting with the chat this evening. You are just going to have to be my live audience. Thank you so much. Okay. So I didn't put music on and I meant to. It's 7-Eleven. I meant to put at least something on in the background. Let's see what I can find really quick, guys. Thank you for all your patience. Here we go. Yeah, I like this. So this is just like a little background noise, a little ambient music. So, okay everyone, let's keep going. 7 cards, please, Spirit, in the highest loving light. Number 14, communication in the headspace. Number 9, allowance. I kind of want to make sure that There we go. Got it. Yay. So good when I figure out technology. Okay. In the highest living light. Okay, we'll get all the cards and we'll talk about it. Wow. Big energy this evening. Okay. So now that we've got these out, let's get away with the Rider-Waite-Smith system and see what the cards have to say. This is why card stock is so important when it comes to the quality of cards that I will invest in. Because I will beat these boys up if they get sticky. Oh, that Tyler, the Creator song, Sticky. Oh my God, with Glorilla and somebody else. Oh, so good. That is actually the song that got me, that warmed me up before my exercise today. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to, so thank you guys for that beautiful work of art. It got sticky. Yeah, I worked it all out. It's a sticky situation. This in the there's a Stroke song where they say that. All right, let's get our 7 cards. I'm just working the energy out, y'all. How you guys doing? Wow, holy cow. Okay. What's up with that? Oh my. Things are gonna change right now. Things are gonna change really soon, guys, huh? Okay, communication in the headspace. So this is the principle of mentalism. What you think about, you will attract to yourself. Here, number 14, communication. We will be activating this. The frequency of communication supports supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. Communication. Okay. With the Six of Pentacles is all about a balance, a charitable balance, okay? So in your headspace, you may have been like really wondering, how am I going to communicate this? You resonated up in your whole thought filter was like, communicate. How am I going to get my point across about this? You want people to know that you understand true charity. This is not the sense of you just want people to know that they can come to you or that you're approachable. I see. Okay. Because it seems like you just didn't know, like you probably always felt like you didn't mind like giving a charitable balance in life, or like this doesn't have to do only with money. Absolutely could, definitely, but could be, but this is actually like somebody who's actually charitable, like whose faith is based in love and charity. But I think that you're thinking that maybe nobody would accept that about you or something, or you didn't even maybe think to talk about this or to let this be known. So eventually it was brought to your attention, like there's something wrong with receptivity. So charity is all about, you have to receive charity. It's a humbling experience. And it doesn't have to only be with money. Like it could be somebody being so kind, so good. Like I'm just getting this idea of when my friend Bina came and got me. I was living in a garage turned into an apartment, and like next to Cicero Bowl on, what was it, 25th Street? Okay. What? Like right off Central. I was living there with emo. I was working at a high-end restaurant. I finally got that job. I had to like have my clothes pressed. It was like I was working in this world, but I had no car, so I had to take 2 buses, and I had to get off of one of those buses like to get my dry cleaning, whatever, and then go to this place where it was so upscale. It was like Northern Italian dining, up in Oak Brook, and I was like having to do that, and Haley was having to get driven, like we were on like a homeless program so she could get to school and back. There was a driver. She was the most sweet woman. She had no idea what we're going through, but she could tell. And Haley was getting driven to school and back. Oh my god. Wow. And I didn't know what to do because emo was like running that place like a trap house too. So, and I just didn't know what to do. I couldn't go to my mom's house because my stepdad was a perv. And I told her, and she kicked me out instead of him. So I was like stuck there. I didn't know what to do, and I was talking to Bina, my baby's dad's second baby mom. He was also abusive to her, and we ended up coming together, and I helped her, like, we helped one another. And she was so charitable, her and her family, that they could not even take knowing it, and knowing that I didn't know what was going to happen day to day. And she came and picked me up. And we got a brand new life. It was like, wow, I didn't know how I was going to get out of that. So it doesn't have to be with money. It's like charity. Can you receive it? Can you open your heart up enough to ask for help, or just open your heart up to communicate? Like I was asking, like I had to ask them to drive Haley to school and back. The stranger, I had to ask these people for a job. I was caught in between 2 worlds, but having that job, it helped me realize like what I was capable of. I was capable of doing that, and I was making such good money. But my daughter wasn't experiencing that life that those kids were doing. I was like taking kids to watch pizzas be made and big balloons and everything, and then going, it was just crazy. And I had to communicate it to somebody. So I swallowed, like, it didn't swallow my pride. I just like hung on to the one person I knew. And even though there was that like My baby's dad cheated on me. Well, this was his third baby mom, actually. His second baby mom was Tina. He was such a predator. Tina was burned. She had a tracheotomy. Well, anyway, Bina came and got me. So it doesn't have to only be with money. Like, they did spend money on me to get me started. They got me like an 86 Ford Ranger. And, but I got a job. And they were charitable with me, like, in my job searching process and everything. I felt like such a burden. I was just coming out of such trauma. And, yeah. So I just see this kind of like communication, opening one's heart and communicating with somebody about your situation. Like, imagine if I didn't do these videos and tell you guys about who I am. I wouldn't have healed this much. So this is kind of what I'm recognizing. This is kind of what I'm recognizing here, guys. So it's just like this frequency of communication, having to like keep an open line of communication with the school and the people getting Haley to school and back, and whatever the hell's going on around emo and those guys or whatever. It was crazy. Okay, in the heart space we've got allowance. We have 2 cards for allowance. What? It's only supposed to be 1. I knew they were sticky. I'm talking about sticky situations for real. Like, that was the stickiest situation I've ever been in. One of them, anyway. Not the stickiest, because emo was like a little crazy in the head. He was really crazy in the head, but he wasn't abusive. Not physically, he was verbally abusive. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Number 9, allowance. Okay, that is with 2 cards. Temperance, which is Sagittarius, and the 4 of Pentacles, which has to do with holding your wealth to yourself. So it seems like you're wanting to temper yourself out, temper your fire. You need to allow. So this has to do with the heart space, guys. I related to the principle of polarity because there are different poles that we explore to understand our emotions and choose what we indulge in and what we don't. So it seems like, yeah, so you must have opened your heart and allowed. So not only did you open your mind to communicate, okay, maybe this was with like loving light. Maybe this wasn't like what happened to me so extreme. It could have been like with loving light beings. It could have been with your community, your church or something. It could have been like that. So, okay, like there's a lot of people who need like charitable help also with food and everything right now. So that could be that. So, okay. So it just looks like in your heart space, you had to allow yourself to open up and temper down the energies that were too big. Like when there's Sagittarius energy, the mind wants to expand. And then it just like leaks out to the physical where the soul needs to expand and move. It really does matter the land that you live on and the area and everything around you. And it was affecting me. I was able to hold that space of like being caught in between 2 worlds. But my life definitely tempered out when I was in a space that I was regulated, that me and my daughter were regulated in. There were new devils to that new level, like racism, for instance, my poor baby, and myself as well, and just prejudice in general. But wow, what a blessing to be able to hold my wealth to myself. And I was expanding my mind, my philosophies on life, and why was I even trying? I could have given up and just gotten involved with whatever the fuck he was doing, but I didn't. Haley and I, we did what we had to do. She was only like 4 or 5, maybe 6. I'm not going to answer any health questions. Sorry about that. And I'm not answering personal questions right now, guys. Welcome and though. Thanks for being here. So, okay. So you may be in the heart space allowing yourself to temper out your emotional feelings, and it may expand to travel. Meanwhile, you may be holding your energy in the heart. I see. Just trying to temper your energy out and hold it down for now while you allow yourself to feel things and allow yourself to temper them out however you can. I'm just seeing the picture of the traditional, some of these other decks where somebody's sitting on top of their trunk, like just holding on to what they have because they feel they can't go any further. And there's just like this charitable balance coming through to help you expand your mind past that. For now, you're keeping it safe and regulated enough anyway in the heart space where you can allow the energies to pass through you and move to then temper you out. Definitely there could be some travel coming up for you guys, and I think it's going to be really good for you. Wow. In the heart space. So allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to exclaim. After I finished my big, longest workout today, I was able to like, make noise again, and then finally start singing. So sometimes it takes for us to have to get our bodies to like moving and get whatever those sticky emotions are that are stuck, to give the body the opportunity to just be itself and go through those motions of, perspiring and being in your own essence and working your own self out, being in your own body. So in that sense, I see that you got a hold of yourself and you were able to start allowing the energy to come through you in the heart space. Very good. This is good for your root chakra here. This is the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, with the devil. Let's talk about it. The root chakra, the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Number 1, root chakra. Okay. The devil. Okay, this is with Capricorn energy. Wow. This is good stuff. So I know it's like, oh, the devil. No, it has to do with earthly things and work. It's Capricorn. That's what I'm seeing here because it's with the root chakra. So as above, so below. Above, you may have been grounding these ideas. Like I said, you had to communicate. You had to like give your mind the opportunity to work with air energy, to communicate with yourself what it was that you desire, and communicate also to somebody else, opening your heart, allowing others to receive your message, and with that whole exchange, tempering yourself out and being able to like sit on whatever wealth that you have at the moment. So this has given gifted yourself the opportunity to be grounded with the root chakra. That's what it has to do with feeling grounded. And maybe you created some type of work for yourself, some type of system, some type of entrepreneurship. Maybe you have transmuted this devil energy, like sort of like my past, transmuting it into the future and using it for my life's work to talk about it. This is definitely grounding for me. What about for you guys? What kind of Capricorn energy, like what is the goat? What makes you the goat of your own life? What is it? So in order to be the best, a lot of the time, especially in competitive, a lot of the time the world will compete against you. I know, it's like limiting beliefs and things like that I'm thinking of. And in order to get there, in order to have sustainable, like in order to gain wealth and then keep that sustainable and for like a grounded sense of being in the world, it takes for this devil energy to this Capricorn energy to work hard, but it has to do with longevity. And we're here on Earth, which is ruled by the devil, they say, right? Because of earthly things and how everything should be done in moderation. Otherwise, everything can be addictive, right? So it just seems like this is like you got into some system or something. It may have gotten addicting for you to work, to get shit done or whatever. And it may, like in one of your fields or whatever, like I don't know. It just depends. Like I'm just getting ideas of me, like when I was braiding and then fading and then doing graphics so quickly. I was doing it so fast and competing it with other barbers, and it was like then, well, people hate on the goat, right? So even just teasing or whatever, like it could have been competitive, whatever it was, it's longevity, whatever it is. Like I'm also seeing myself in these different restaurants that I worked at, like getting tips or getting cross-trained in different things, like, you know, things like that. So as you level up, you gain, like I said, like then I was in these estates, these beautiful estates in Woodstock, Illinois, in unincorporated Woodstock, Illinois, and I was like driving this 86 Ford Ranger around my single mom self. And so of course some people were like, but not everyone. It just depends. New levels, new devils. Like I was saying, like I started having to deal with prejudice or whatever, and really putting my foot down, because if people would judge me by myself without hearing me talk or seeing the kind of, like, even at that age, I was in my 20s. If people hadn't received my own communication or whatever, they would have just kept on judging me and being prejudiced. So there's a lot to do with, like, for your root chakra, you need to talk and you need to, like, say what's yours and go for it. Even if it's going to push people's buttons. It seems like whatever you have to offer the world might be, like, kind of addicting. Like, people might really enjoy your content or whatever it is. Like, you might really help somebody with whatever you put out. It may be, like, cathartic for you to do, but also cathartic for other people to experience. You might provide, like, some cool service or something. And the thing is, like, you might be the GOAT at it. Like, you might be really, really grounded. GOAT, greatest of all time. I'm hearing Polo G. I never call myself the GOAT. I leave that up to the people. So, okay, so you're not the one that's labeling yourself this. This is just, like, your hard work and everything paying off and giving this grounded energy, as above, so below. So you're probably thinking about it in the first place. God bless you. Wow, I need to blow my nose. It's like, ew, grossy. Where's my, it's allergies, you guys. Hi, who's here? Hey, don't look up. So annoying. Okay. Alright, it's not a big deal. So moving forward, I'm not answering, like, personals right now, you guys, but thank you for being here. Hi. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, everyone. So, okay, this is the principle of cause and effect. What did you change, okay? Number 7, the crown chakra. You changed the way that you thought, the way that you received information. You chose and you changed because of the choice that you made. I see. Number 7, the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. I see. So you are transmuting you decided to transmute that negative energy into light, and it was not easy. It wasn't easy, but you did it with the Daughter of Wands here. This is the Page of Wands. This is another card about a message. You brought a passionate, the Wands has to do with fire, a passionate message. Okay? And also we do have Temperance here. So you tempered out your pentacles, like, and allowed your heart space to kind of receive this and temper down. And then you went for it. And you created some sort of message. The Daughter of Wands is a literal messenger. The Daughter of Wands will, is like on the palace grounds or whatever. So you started transmuting negative energy into light and then talking about it or creating with it. Following your heart toward that. At that time in my life, I was able to become an adult learner and start taking, like those tests that would, like, to see where I could go to college. I couldn't do algebra. I had to take, like, 3 below college level math classes before I could get into statistics. But that was when I started becoming an adult learner. I decided to take that negative energy and all the gratitude I felt and put it into finding a job, first and foremost. I think I went to my 3rd Olive Garden. My 2nd or 3rd Olive Garden when I lived out there. I was working at the Olive Garden in Carpentersville. What's up, Carpentersville peeps? And I was, like, bringing my messages there too. And it just led me to more and more people, whatever. I was, instead of, like, sitting on that and accepting what the world said about me, I spoke my story. It was myself, and I turned that negative energy into light. What have you guys been doing? Like, you guys changed something. You decided to say your message instead of swallow it down. And it could have really awakened you here. Okay? It may have felt really good to finally get this message out. It's how it feels, like a relief. Like, letting people know, like, I'm open here. I'm open to be charitable by sharing my story and also to, like, receive your story or whatever. And it's just like that. I see that was really, really beautiful. Good work. Let's move forward here. Number 23, dynamic, and what won't be changed. So this is the principle of gender. It won't be changed if there's gender. Number 23, dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. Oh, okay. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Number 23, dynamic. Ease, grace, and great joy. Enjoy who you are, be who you are, no matter how dynamic that is. If you have some certain quirks or whatever, or particularities around the way that you have to like live your life to be productive or regulated, even enough to be productive, don't be too hard on yourself. Allow yourself to live in a way that provides you ease, grace, and great joy. And the right people will resonate with you. It won't be changed, okay? This dynamic. Number 23, calling judgment over who you are and what it takes for you to be successful, whatever success means. Yes, Katie, I am psychic. Thanks for asking. But I'm not answering particular personal questions at this time. Sometimes I do. Follow me as a creator, and thanks for being here. So you're calling judgment over what won't be changed. What won't be changed is that you are a dynamic person. Cutie pie. She's like, okay, with three Y's at the bottom. Yo, what up, Tamaya? But I'm not answering questions. Okay, can't get. So look at you guys. Maybe you have ADHD like me. I'm like, what? Huh? I'm telling you, I'm not gonna interact, but I'm interacting. So okay, so this is a major arcana. So this is a destiny card. When I see major arcanas in this spread, especially, it means that you're on your destiny path. You had to allow yourself in your heart space to temper out this passion for I want to say theosophy, for philosophy, for this Temperance Sagittarius energy will go to the library just to prove his friends wrong that night, like at poker that night. Like the Sagittarius energy will go and find what they need to satisfy their desires of this like philosophical talk and etc. and so on. Like will follow their desires of wanting to feed themselves more and more, and like I said, eventually that will lead to them traveling either astrally or like traveling frequencies and resonating. So this was really important for you to get tempered. This was on your destined path. It was on your destined path to have to work on the earth with your root chakra grounded, to have to be grounded in your own energy and accept the fact that you are the GOAT. Maybe you can't leave it up to the people. Maybe the people need to hear you say it and be it. Just to have like, so they can have like a reminder, like, okay, that's okay, guys. Like if your people need to be reminded who's the GOAT, so they could also like know that you're rooted and take strength from also that, like your kids or whatever, that's okay then. Let them know. Be proud of what you've accomplished. It seems like now your third destined card here is judgment. So this judgment over how you're going to live. This was all culminated. You had to really build this up. Oh my God. Wow. So, okay, so what do we have? Hi, everyone. So this is the principle of rhythm, number 4 in the heart chakra. The principle of rhythm, I equate this with your creative flow, how you go in and out of your own creative flow, okay? So between your like mundane things and then like what, unless you're fortunate enough to like always be able to do your craft, which is wonderful, but it seems like even to have even been able to get there, maybe I'm tapping into another time of your life like before this, if you are at that place. This is a very dynamic collective, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. You had to harmonize your mind and your body. Your heart chakra is in your creative flow. So as you're creating, your heart chakra here is the actual position that represents your heart space, is in allowance, and by being in allowance in the heart space, your heart chakra is crazy activated when you're creating with the 3 of Pentacles. It seems like you found the exact, did I activate it? Let's just do it again, heart chakra. Okay, so it seems like in your creative flow, you have been vibing with some energies that have really helped you feel grounded here as you begin to climb the mountain to the mountaintop. That's what I see. Wow. So your creative flow is dependent right now on your heart chakra being balanced. And you're calling in your people. It's crazy because I was saying, like, it won't be changed. You have to call this judgment and let everything else go. If there's anybody who doesn't want you to be yourself or anything like that, or like who is too demanding or grabby with your energy or something, and then judgmental when they can't have it, I'm just getting this idea. Like, you are a dynamic person, and you might need to be, like, I don't leave the house very much, but I'm still a social butterfly. I go in and out of groups or whatever, depending on where my spirit leads me. I'm here on a loving light mission, and my higher self guides me. My higher self guides me to do certain trance dances. Sometimes, like, what got me, you know, with that sticky song, like, I was able to, you know, let the music take me away, and then finally I got into my routine of exercising. It felt great. So I have to, like, have the freedom to be myself dynamically and call judgment. So this is what spirit wants you to do. Like, just take it as it resonates. So in the heart space, because you did that, because you, like, call judgment, because you're so dynamic, now you're going to be getting the exact people who are made for your frequency. Like, this is destiny. I'm hearing Sia, Destiny. I was listening to it this morning and finally able to sing it. Like, I love that song so much, and it got my heart broken. I wasn't able to enjoy, like, I knew that song was for me. I knew, like, that song, I recognized it when I first heard it by Sia. My heart was wide open. And then after, like, so many heartbreaks that I allowed in my, before I had a good reign over the temperance in my heart, just recently, like, we go through these activations over and over again. We're refined and refined and refined over and over again. And it seems like now you have, when you're going in and out of your creative flow, your heart is so open that only it could be resonant with those who are complementary to you. It seems like you might be working with somebody. Like, you might be getting together with some people and working. Okay, guys? So moving forward here, we've got number 33 in your overall vibration. Everything is vibrating. So this is the principle of vibration. What is that frequency that you're in? Number 33, miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible, you guys. Number 33, miracle with the Tower card. This is your fourth major. And there is going to be a huge change and upheaval, and it is going to seem miraculous. Okay, people who knew me back then, when I was, like, kicked out of my mom's house because my stepdad was a really bad person. And then having to live there, like, anybody who knew me that time in my life, it's miraculous that I'm right here with you guys today, that I even made it this far. So this is what I mean. Like, it's good. It brings a tower from people. Like, something about your overall vibration is miraculous, and actually there's something about your overall vibration that causes tower moments when people mix very intimately with your energy, and it's good. The tower has to do with getting rid of, well, not necessarily, like, this looks kind of tragic. I don't know, it might be like a dead tree, like the tree that's dead in back of my house. I made a reel about it with some vultures. So it's just like death and rebirth, you guys, and like the cycle of life. Okay, but it seems like there had to be, like, with the root chakra, the tower has to do with when there's a faulty foundation going on in your overall vibration, like a faulty foundation. For this goat energy, this Capricorn energy, no. So you're holding this as above, so below. Oh my God. So as above, you're so rooted and you're the goat, like up above, okay? So now this is below in your overall vibration, I see. So it seems like your foundation is about to be uprooted and then just recalibrated here. It was meant for it to happen in this exact time, in this exact way, guys. That's what I see. Wow. Okay, one wave is good enough, so let's go in with the, let's hydrate, my goodness. Okay, let's go with the shadows. What shadows did you face, guys? Nice, loving light. Let's see. Let's talk about it, okay? I pretend you don't mean that much. I pretend that I don't care. My God. We are not right for each other. I pretend. Pretenders. The pretenders! Instead of the regulators, the pretenders. I pretend you don't mean that much. I pretend I don't care. We're not right for each other. So there's something you have to face here having to do with like prejudice or like somebody denying you. So you may have been dealing with some situations, etc. and so on, that actually they felt very chalant about you, but they acted nonchalant because they felt by societal standards that you were not right for each other. And you had to walk these shadows alone. Yes, it is too late with these entities, these people, whatever the situations were. Wow, lot to say tonight. I guess the shadows need addressing so they can be let go. Address your shadows tonight. Do a little bit of shadow work if you can, guys. This full moon energy will last like a day or two out, I think. So, like, just what is it too late for? Like, oh my God. It is too late. I know you're watching me. These entities from the past might be just keeping an eye on you even though they know it's too late. They pretended that you didn't mean much. They pretended they didn't care because they thought you weren't right for each other. And so you say, it's too late. I know you're watching me. It's too late. So you can't allow these entities' energy to encroach upon you. It's too late. Hard, fast, boundary. No. Let's get some messages of closure. Seems like you really got to know yourself here through this whole process. Like, also, like, it's just getting highlighted, like, yeah, like, he used to cheat on me with Bina. And she was, like, a very popular girl in school and everything, and I felt like she had the perfect life. And in the end, she was just a girl like me that was dealing with a lot of the same shit. We both have ADHD, come to find out. So okay, and I learned so much about family and friendship, and I gained a child. I was able to be around Christopher, who has the same exact birth date as my daughter that I gave away for adoption. So, okay guys, let's keep going. Let's have some messages of closure. I pretend you don't mean that much. You are beautiful. So no matter what people believe, like, your closure is that you are so beautiful. I pretend that I don't care. I hope that you can forgive me. Yeah, I'm sure you've forgiven these people, or these entities in the past or whatever that went way too far, like, that were just living by these societal beliefs, like, oh, we're not right for each other, so I have to pretend this and that. So, okay, that's their own problem. So we're not right for each other. I was uncomfortable showing emotion. That's not your problem. It's not your fault. Although it's easy to, like, take that. Like, these shadows, like, you cannot internalize any of this stuff. Light speed by group therapy. So it's just, like, yeah, it's too late, guys. It's, like, too late for these people, because if you kept them in your life, or you kept those, if you, like, let them be chalant now, after that, no, you can't, because then it would be contradictory to your forward movement. It would make you think that you're not worthy, like, that it's okay for you to be treated like this. No, you're a valuable individual, and you keep your own dynamics for whoever you are, however you are, whatever you may be in the world, and the right people will resonate up into you. We've got the 3 of Coins here. So yes, it is, but we've also got to swallow our pride. Like I was saying, like with Christina, we overcame a lot just for our children, for them, you know, and they are so wonderful now, so worth it. So it is too late. I'm sorry I left while you were late. Yes, it is too young. Yes, it is too late. I'm sorry I left while you were young. Okay? So, maybe you were young when this happened, and maybe this person passed away or something. Like, this could be an ancestor that helped. This is an ancestor that helped you, guide you to putting up this boundary, saying it's too late, leaving it behind. This is an ancestor that helped you do that. They are sorry they left while you were young, but they can do more for you on the other side than they ever could have done for you. Like, at this point, moving on, everything happens for a real reason, okay? I know it's true. I lost some people, and we're closer now than we were when they were in the flesh. So I know you're watching me. So you might know that you have guides. How can I help you? They want to know. You have to ask for the help that you need. So, and it seems like you did. You did this communication in the head space, and you did this allowance in the heart space. You are doing a great job, guys. Just ask for the help that you need. Put the intention out, okay? And do your best. Like, be good. You know, ask yourself, is what I'm doing feeling like I'm in integrity? And if it does, then very good. Sometimes we have to be very disciplined to stay in that feeling of being earnest in our work. So that's okay. If you built discipline to be earnest, that's very good. So, okay, let's get some messages of love, please. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. Past life love. So that rejection was definitely past life protection. That rejection was definitely protection. And you have got these people like from the past going through awakenings with this tower. And people wanting to refine their own like root chakra and like, I don't know. So it seems like you have a past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection, guys. So if your soul remembers an intense connection with somebody that like you don't know very well, maybe it's because it's a past life love. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship, you guys. So, and that's on top of, I'm sorry I left while you were young. So maybe because over here it's like, I know you're watching me. How can I help you? So ask your spirits like to help guide you in this decision, okay? Play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other, guys, okay? Divine masculine energy, please, spirit in the highest loving light. Okay, I miss seeing you, Divine Masculine says. I don't want to know, Divine Masculine says. So I think the Divine Masculine doesn't want to know about something. Like they miss seeing you. They don't know how to feel. Like they miss you, but they don't want to know certain things. Like they miss you and they want to love you and they don't want to know anything that would like break their heart up until now. I see. They don't know how to feel this person. Maybe you have a crazy dynamic history like me. Like, okay, like the story that I just told you. That was my baby's dad, third baby's mom. That fool got 11 or 12 or something, 17 kids, I don't know. It's like a crazy dynamic, like, you know. So this person is almost like, I don't want to know all of that about your past or whatever. I miss seeing you. I don't know how to feel about your past. I just want to know about you now. I see. It's because they're a past life love. And they want to make a decision about you. I see. Will you ever make things right? Divine Masculine wants to know, will you ever make things right? This might be your own Divine Masculine energy within you saying, are you ever going to make like things right from the past? Maybe it's time for you to take action towards certain things. You broke my heart, Divine Masculine energy says. So you need to like make things right about your broken heart in the past. It seems like you don't know how to feel about someone that you really, really miss. Or somebody really, really misses you. They don't know how to feel. It's like, they're like, oh my God, I don't want to know about like all the drama. I want to know about you right now. Are you going to make things right with your past and release that stuff? Because it seems like you cracked their heart open. And also you need to make things right with your own broken heart. Maybe, I don't know, the two of you will get together because it says, I don't know. It's just like, oh, there were some love messages there. Let's get the Divine Feminine response. I miss seeing you. I wish I could take back my words. So your Divine Feminine energy is feeling like kind of timid or shy because it seems like there's Divine Masculine energy like having this feeling of missing you but not going toward you. I think your Divine Feminine energy is starting to feel a little bit like insecure. I don't know. I don't want to know. What is this about? I don't react when people mention you. Oh, maybe this Divine Masculine energy doesn't want to know other people's opinions about you either. So, oh, I see. So in the past, like, people were pretending that they didn't care. They were pretending like they didn't react or whatever. What was it? I pretend you don't mean that much was the shadow. I pretend that I don't care. was a shadow. And now the divine masculine says, I don't want to know. And the divine feminine says, I don't react when people mention you. So it kind of feels like, I don't know, there's some yearning, but it's secret. It seems secret. I don't know how to feel. I can't stop thinking about you. Maybe you don't know how to feel about like the fact that you can't stop thinking about somebody. Will you ever make things right? My life is not as together as it seems. It seems like you are making things right, or they are, or something, or together you are. Because you understand, like, life is not as together as we present to the world. Everybody beneath every, how does it go? Behind every working or poor man, there is behind his vest a sorrow and stabbing pain. That's how that, there's a meditation that I have. Like, every man has a sour and stabbing pain behind their heart. Their life isn't as together as it seems, but from somebody just looking in from the outside, they don't know what you had to do to, like, be where you are. So it seems like you are making things right, and it's okay. You broke my heart. I left you before you could leave me. Somebody maybe abandoned you. Like, somebody maybe broke your heart in the past, abandoned you in the past, and you recognize these patterns, and you, like, left that behind. Maybe you just recognize patterns. So it seems like your divine masculine energy is, like, dealing with brokenhearted stuff, and your divine feminine energy is, I'm seeing something about, like, feeling shy as well. So maybe your divine feminine energy is timid because of a broken heart. Your divine masculine energy maybe went towards something so many times and they got a broken heart. And then the divine feminine energy has been hurt so many times that she just, like, hides and leaves before she can get hurt. I see. There's got to be some more releasing here. Maybe together. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Oracle, oh Oracle, what is your wisdom? Treasure Island, you guys. What? Wow. You're a weirdo. Hi. Well, when I, like, replay this on replay, nobody's gonna see your comments, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see from this far, but whatever, that's cool. Whatever. Alright. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Okay. So Treasure Island, number 9. Oh my god, you can see, like, my lipstick on it. Like, it was like a piece of my lip liner fell. It's number 9. Treasure Island. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long, hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Okay, guys? Okay, one more. Thanks for staying in here, guys, regardless of these ridiculous messages or comments. I don't know what. Like, I'm the dictator of this room. I don't have to be any certain nationality. Okay, you don't get to appoint yourself dictator. It's funny because his last name is Davis. What? Okay, let's go. So your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need. But you may not see that right now. Okay, I'm going to start over. Relationship message. Your relationship message is a treasure. It doesn't say message. Okay, your relationship is a treasure. providing even more than you need. But you may not see that right now. Oh, okay. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is the time of discovery with this charitable thing in the headspace, like wanting to communicate about like how to give, maybe love languages, like how you give and receive. And then the allowance in the heart space is like allowing that to come in and temper you out. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. That's wonderful. Okay, guys. I hope this message finds you in good health and high spirits. I love you and good night. Till next time. Bye.